Hello everybody, I'm Equinox67 and today I'm going to show you how to quadruple the size of your cellar in Stardew Valley without using any mods. Why is this important? Because the cellar is the only place in the game that you can age wine or cheese, which obviously makes you more money. So first of all, I'm just going to show you a couple of layouts for the cellar because there are two different methods that are most efficient for using casks, right, in the cellar. The first one is this one, which can fit a total of 121 casks in it. This is the absolute maximum you can fit in this cellar without having to destroy anything. So you can reach every single cask. There's paths all around. You can reach every single cask without having to destroy anything. It's the most efficient way of doing it. Probably best used for cheese because cheese doesn't take as long as wine to age. So this is probably the best method for cheese. The other method of having casks in the cellar is this one, which has every single space completely filled, and that has a maximum of 189 spaces for casks, which is a massive amount. Obviously, this is probably best for wine because you don't have to touch wine for like 3 months, basically 3 seasons. So it's a lot more space filled. It does take a bit more work, but it's still a really good way of filling up the cellar because you get the most amount of aged stuff out of it. So obviously that might help you. To increase your efficiency with using the cellar. However, there is a method I'm going to show you today that will quadruple the size of the cellar so that you can have all of this but more basically. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, you're going to need to have a controller. If you're playing on PC, I assume you're going to be using a keyboard and mouse. You'll also have to have a controller. I assume this works as well with consoles because I assume you will have 2 controllers plugged in, and I assume that works. That's the first thing you're going to need. Secondly, you're going to need to have at least established, probably, if you've probably built a cellar already, you're probably well established enough because you're going to need gold and you're going to need resources. So for me, I am well established. I have 19 million gold. I think I'm good, to be honest. So you're going to need some resources and some money, but it's fine. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to Robin. We're going to grab 10 stone. I have all the resources I need here. This is all you'll need, resources-wise, right here. It's quite a bit of wood, quite a bit of hardwood, some stone, and you'll need gold as well, which I have lots of. And basically, all we're going to do is go see Robin. And I eat my spicy eel to speed up a bit. There we go. Oops. Yeah, so we're going to see Robin, and basically we're going to build a cabin, is what we're going to do. And you'll see in a second, I'll cut to when we have built the cabin. You'll see that basically the cabin is just a cabin. It's nice and simple. It builds instantly, so you don't have to wait to build the cabin. You just literally build it instantly. And Robin's not here. Okay, so what we need to do is basically construct farm buildings. We will go to a stone cabin, build, and I'm going to build them just for the purpose of this video. I'm going to build them here, like that. There we go. Built instantly, no wait time, prefabricated, so there's no construction time. Convenient. Great. So basically, what we need to do is go all the way back to the cabin. So this is the cabin. As you can see, it's just a cabin. I can move things around, do whatever I want with it. So basically, we can put things inside this cabin. Obviously, it's quite small, and we can't move these. It belongs to someone else. We can't move the bed. Can't move beds in another player's house. So it counts as another player's house, basically. But it's quite small as well. So what happens when we go see Robin to try to upgrade this cabin. So we're here. We built the cabin already. So now, if we look through Robin's options, there's no option to build a big cabin or to upgrade the cabin, right? There's no option to do that. I can't make house renovations. I can't do anything with that. There's no way to upgrade the cabin. So, how do we upgrade the cabin? Well, I have a decorative bowl on me. Basically, what we need to do is now go to Options, scroll down a little bit to Multiplayer, Start Local Co-op. This is where you'll need your controller, and then you press this to join the game. So now, we press this on our controller, we create a new farmer, and this is all done by yourself. There's no multiplayer, no other person is needed. You'll get to name your character, I don't know, Steve or something. There we go. Name him Steve. Favorite thing is going to be cheese because he's going to be aging cheese. Cheese, there we go. And we don't need to do this. You can if you really want to, but let's just say we don't want to do that. There we go. And Steve is here, right? Now, the one thing to note is that multiplayer will mean that the time is now playing for both players. It's just permanently playing, so it will not, time will not stop. So now I have this. So what we need to do now is grab the resources from here. So we want 450 wood, and we want 150 hardwood. I don't know how to split that, to be honest, but we'll do that. It's fine, and we'll go basically to Robin right now. Again, time is going to be passing permanently while multiplayer is on. So you want to do this relatively quickly. It's not massively important, but it does help. But let's go see Robin. With our second player. You will possibly have cutscenes depending on how far advanced you are into the game. You can just skip those. You've already seen it. Okay, so here with Robin, we can upgrade cabin. So we need to do that with 10,000 gold and 450 pieces wood. Yes. Do that. It should take 3 days. So now what we need to do is go all the way back home and go to sleep. You don't have to do this again. You can basically do whatever you want for the rest of the day. But one of the players may as well just go to sleep because you can't control both players at once, right? So these guys may as well go back to sleep, right? So I think also what you can do as well is actually if we not go to sleep right now, I think what you can do is actually end local co-op. Not sure how to do that, honestly, but I think you can end local co-op. If I were to go to bed now with both players, let's say we go into bed here. Doesn't have to be this house that you go to sleep in, but let's say this player goes to sleep here and I go to sleep. I just have this thing, which is here. If I go to sleep in my bed over here, yes, then obviously it's the next day. I think what you can do is actually exit to title the next day, load into your farm again, like this. So then there's just one player, right? There you go, and Robin should be upgrading the cabin. If I go here, I assume Robin is upgrading the cabin. I am actually not sure about that. Let's go to bed and find out if it does actually upgrade or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so I just checked, and you do have to have the multiplayer player actually logged on to actually upgrade the cabin. So what we're going to do is going to go to sleep now. Yes, go to sleep. Both players go to sleep, and we should get. We should have another day. So we go straight to sleep. Yep. Straight to sleep. Yep. And today should. Yep. There you go. Got the notification achievement. We have now got a bigger cabin. And this works exactly the same as the player house. So it will be exactly the same size when it's fully upgraded. So what we need to do now is grab the hardwood, which I totally have on me already. And we need to go to Robin to upgrade the cabin again. Okay, so there we go. We're in. Go see Robin. Upgrade cabin again. This time it's going to cost us 50,000 gold and 150 pieces of hardwood. So yes, we'll take that. There we go. Okay, now we need to go home. And we basically, again, sleep for 3 days. And I think that is not the final upgrade. I think there's one more upgrade after that, which adds the cellar. I just walk through all of this wine that I have. As you can see, I have a lot of wine. This is why I need the cellar upgrades. That is only a small, tiny portion of my wine. Believe me. So now we go to bed. Go to bed on the other one. Yes. There we go. And then again, we need to sleep again to get through it until it's upgraded, because it's going to take 3 days. You can do whatever you want all day, as I said, but I'm just going to sleep through it. And last day to sleep, so we go out and sleep, and go out and sleep, and it should be ready today. There we go. Alright, there we go. And now we have a bigger place. So what we need to do now is go to Robin again for the 3rd time. Or 4th time. I lose count. And we need to add the cellar. Alright, after much waiting outside Robin's house, we can now upgrade the cabin again. 100,000 gold. Yes. And that should take 3 days. So what we need to do again is go to bed. Alright, so now we go to sleep, and the other one goes to sleep. Yes. There we go. We do this for 3 days, and then we should have a cellar. If you hadn't guessed that that's where we were going with this, by the way, already. So, last day, one more sleep. And whoop, sleep, and sleep. There we go. So that is... Oh. We have a witch. There you go. We even have a special guest appearance of a witch on our journey today. So now if we go down here, we have a cellar. And we can put whatever we want in this cellar. It looks great. We can do that. Cool. So if I go with my main character now, this is my actual character. We can go into the cabin. Well, let's take some... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's take some cheese. Because why wouldn't we? We have cheese to age. So now, we go into this player's house, which is just a cabin on my farm. I can move the TV around. I can move probably these around. I don't think I can move this anyway. Yeah, you can't move that anyway. I cannot move those. So if you wanted to remove the beds, you could remove the beds with the other player. Just take them out, put them in inventory or something. These I can just do whatever I want with. I could just destroy them if I want, like that. No problem. I can put them back. I can put them wherever I want. If I want to put them over here, I can put them over here. Over here. I don't care. Wherever I put them, I put them. I can do whatever I want with this place, and I just put my cheese in. Oops. Don't eat the cheese. There we go. I can put the cheese in. That can age. There we go. And that's basically it. That's basically how we expand the cellar size. We have a cellar that's exactly the same size as the main player house right here. And this, by the way, takes up a lot less space than a shed. A shed is down here, is a much bigger building. I have several sheds. They are much bigger buildings and take up much more space than one of these. And this thing can also be upgraded again to add the additional rooms that the player house has as well. So this is not as big as it can be. It can be even bigger than this, just like the player house can be. And you can also repeat this again. If we were to sleep for tonight and do the same with this farmer here, just to save the game, we can both sleep in the same bed. There we go. Like that. So now, what we need to do is we exit title. So we come out of co-op. We load the game. We go to Itchy. Oh, we do not want to go to sleep. Let's drink our coffee. I don't know why my spicy eel is not there. Spicy eel. Okay. So now, how much wood do I have? I have enough. Okay, good. Put this in here. Now, what we can do is repeat the exact same process again. However, if I go to options and start local co-op, I press this button to join the game. I can only choose this one other player, right? I can only choose him, Steve. But we don't want Steve because he's already built his cabin and upgraded it. So what we need to do now is we need to grab a stone, go all the way back to Robin, and build another cabin, because I can only have another player join when I have another cabin. I can build 3 cabins at the most, so I have to build a cabin before I can join with another player. You could build all 3 cabins all at the same time if you wanted. It doesn't make a difference. And then you could have all 3 players join. I have to wait for Robin anyway. Do you know what? Let's while I'm waiting for Robin, let's go home. Grab some more stone. Why not build all 3 at once, right? Alright, so Robin is here. I can now construct farm buildings. And if we go to a stone cabin, for example, build that. We can build it right next to this. It takes up, I believe, less space than a shed. This is a 3x5 building. So we build that there. That's already built. I can also just check how big a shed is, just to make it. I can't build it anyway. Never mind, it's fine. But yeah, if we build another cabin as well, this is the most amount of cabins I can possibly have. So we have all of those cabins. And I can't build any more cabins. There's no more options to build any more cabins. So that's as many cabins as I can build. And now we've just done that. Let's go home, first of all, so I don't have to waste time running all the way back. And basically we go to bed. So now what we need to do is options, start local co-op, press to join, and now we can make 2 more farmers and repeat the same process again and have 3 fully upgraded cabins to be able to have 3 fully upgraded cellars, basically. So I'm going to do that really quickly and I'll show you the final product. Okay, I am back. It has been many days. It is now winter. I have 3 fully upgraded cabins. I also went back and I added the extra rooms. I removed the beds. I added the extra rooms. So you can see I've got all of this space. I can do whatever I want with this space. I can move these things and put them there. Wherever I want to put them, I can put them. Whatever I want, I can do whatever I want with all of this space. I have all of this space, and I have all of this cellar space right here. So I can fill this with casks, just like I showed you in the beginning of the video, and I can age all of my cheese, all of my wine. I have 3 of these fully upgraded, all beds removed, all the rooms fully opened, added. Casks available there. It gives me 3 casks every time I do it as well. And last one here. There we go. That is every single cabin built. I have 4 full cellars. Well, I will eventually have 4 full cellars of casks, which means I can do 4 times as much aging wine or cheese as I would like. And I have a lot of wine, so I'm going to be spending a while aging all of my wine that I have. I have a lot of it, so that's it. That's the trick. You can now do that yourself, completely free of mods. You don't need anybody else to help you. Obviously, you need a controller to be able to do it. You need the resources to be able to build and upgrade the cabins. Other than that, it's a really, really good method of having extra space, not just for casks, but also for all kinds of other things. You could put anything you want in all of this space. You could have kegs lining the entire walls of this place. You could have kegs lined up everywhere in here. You could have all the cellars could be then filled with the wine that you're aging with the kegs in here. You know, all of this space can be used by just me, by myself. I don't need another player to be in this room. I don't need another player to be able to access the building or anything. I can just build this cabin, have it upgraded by my other player, and then just the other player can just never exist anymore, and I just have all of this space to do whatever I want. I can move the cabins now that they're fully upgraded. I can move them around with Robin as well. If I go see Robin, I can move them around wherever I want on the farm. Everything will be still inside. I don't. This is the best thing I've found yet, honestly, in this game. I can age so much more wine with this. So that is my method to add quadruple the size of your cellar right there. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully this helped you. Let me know if it did down in the comments below, and I will see you all on another video.